Hey guys, Kyle here. Today I want to do more of a step-by-step guide for installing HowToAX onto your 3DS. I just want to note that this hack is a bunch of patch files. It's not an actual physical game. You do need a copy of Pokemon X, whether it's a digital or a physical. The first thing you want to do is make sure to delete the um, any patch updates to this game. You will still be able to update after doing this even with the shop closed. So all you really want to do is go to your settings, and then this is if you didn't delete it yet. If you didn't delete it yet, go to system settings, go to data management, Nintendo 3DS, downloadable content, and then if you see it in the saved software titles, delete it. And then, like I said, you'll be able to re-download it just off of like the eShop. You can still download your re-downloadables there. With that deleted, we're going to do a couple things. The first thing is we're actually going to turn on game patching right away. So all we gotta do is turn off the system, and then when it's fully turned off, you're gonna hold select while booting up the console. You should get to Luma 3DS version whatever. Make sure this is always updated to the latest. You want to tick enable game patching. The rest of these settings don't matter. Have them how you like. Next, we're going to go to the we're going to get HowToAX. There are ways to get this. Pokemon, Poke Community, or if you're in the Discord server, you can get it there as well. I actually need to do. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm actually going to display the other monitor. There we go. So we need to get to this page here. Like I said, you can get this either from Poke Communities or the Discord. You can find this in HowToAX's Discord. When you get here, you're going to see documentation, install guide, the latest Citra from like Nightwave from one beforehand. What we need here is HowToAX v2.3. We're going to download that. Download anyways. And for me, I already have this, but I'm going to download it again. That's why you see a 1 there. And when we get that, we're going to extract it. So I'm actually going to be right back when it's fully downloaded. Okay, so when it's downloaded, you're going to access that folder, which in my case, it's right here. We're going to extract all. This shouldn't take too long to extract. It maybe a couple seconds, if that. So essentially, there's a couple things we're going to want to do here. I'll show this now. So thankfully, Axon has installation guides for both Citra. This should work with Citra emulators as well. And installing it, like setting up Citra, installing it, and then with 3DS. We're going to be following this guide here. With Android, though, it's a little bit different. It's going to be a tiny, tiny bit different. But it's the same process either way. With it extracted, we're going to see this. PKHex for AX, Citra, and Analytics, and then the mod files. This is where it's going to get a little bit tricky and a little bit confusing at the same time. So what we need to do here is we need to put our SD card into our computer, as the rest of all this will be there. So I'm going to cut back when my SD card is in my system, my computer. Okay, so now we have my SD card here in my PC. What we need to do is we need to go to the Luma folder. So that should be on your root directory of your SD card. And then we're going to head to the title folder. And then all of this is just title IDs of different games. You should have one for not Ancestral X, but Pokemon X. And that's going to be this one here, 55, zeros, like 3 zeros, 4, it's like 6, 7, I don't remember how many zeros it is. 55D00. You want to go into that one. You're going to go into mod folders, and everything here, you're going to copy over. Just copy it. We're going to have to do something in it anyways. I will be back when this is done copying over, because it's going to take a little bit. Okay, so when they're all copied over, there's one more thing we have to do. And that is, we need to delete the file marked as 7, because this will crash your game. Because file 7 is the megaforms, specifically from Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. So to do that, we'll go into romps A0, 0, and then we will delete this file. After that, you should be good. You can eject your SD card. So we will do so, and I'll be back when it's in my console. Alright, so with my capture card, not my capture card, with the SD card in, I'm going to just hit select, and while booting up, I need to preface something here. If you already have a save file on Pokemon X, either delete it or back it up, because if you do this with a save there, it's going to corrupt and it's going to die. It's not good. If you want to keep your X file without the data of Ancestral X, load up your game just so the title screen's fine, back it up via checkpoint, and then delete the save in the game and start a new one with Ancestral X. If you want to swap, do the same thing. Back up Ancestral X's, delete it, disable the game patching, and then reload your vanilla save via checkpoint. You'll be good to go. Now, if you don't care and just want to play regular X with the Ancestral X file, all you gotta do is just turn off game patching and you'll be fine. If you already played Ancestral X and you beat it and you don't care about keeping that save, you can just turn this off, delete it, go from there. But we're going to enable it, we're going to press start, and it'll take us to home screen. This is going to take a little bit, just because it's got like, it has to do its Luma things. When you go back in, when you reboot, head to Pokemon X. Now, it's not going to show anything here that it's Ancestral X, because the patch doesn't do anything with the splash screen here. If you get the update notice of there's something available, just hit A, just launch it. You don't want the update installed for this to work. It will not work. If it worked, it'll boot up like normal, and then after this whole little bit, it will say Ancestral X version 2.3, and then you'll be good to go. Now, there is something I should preface, and that is, if you want to get out of the game, and I will show you this twice. I'll show you a reason. If you just do the home screen, this will crash your system. This is just a 3DS, like console family thing. So the way around it is going to be, actually, yeah, will just be to go through the sleep menu and then going to the home screen from there. It's kind of it's the same way of closing out a 3DS VC title. Because if you remember, if you've ever played a virtual console game on your 3DS, like Pokemon Red, Silver, Crystal, whatever, and you just do the home button close out, and it loads you when you look next one in, it puts you back to where you left off. It's the same thing here. So, what we'll do is we'll load in, do what you play however long you want, save. You'll hold the power button and press the home button. This will fully close out the game, and then you are able to uh, shut down, go to a different game, whatever. So hopefully that explains more on how to do this. It's gonna be the same process with other hacks like Root 2 Ruby, uh, Sinking Sapphire, whatever, Rising Ruby, Sinking Sapphire, um, the Sun Moon hacks, and then as well as Eternal X Team Y. They're gonna be the same way. So thought I'd make more of a step-by-step video on it. I've been seeing questions on uh, the the other video I posted, and then just in the answers like server about it. So hopefully that helps. If you still have questions, feel free to ask in the comments. But this is as best as I can do. I'm I'm literally showing you guys how to do this, even with the installed instructions. They're the same thing as what I'm showing you here. So, anyways, I'll see you on the next one. Adios.